work every day in our lives. As long as we are living, still breathing, we, as a responsible adults, need to work. It is a necessity. Some work to make ends meet to themselves and families, and some work just to fill up their pastimes rather than doing nothing. There is especially or most probably those who are working part-time, and some of us work to not just to be able to gain money, but simply because they want those previous skills and experience which will be useful in life. These seemingly good intentions, however, sometimes did not effectively motivate some of us to work longer term than usual, because it happens to be that the workplace that we work, in employee speaking, sometimes make us demotivated from working. Some of us may be in a good mood, very positive to start their work in the beginning of their career, but when the gear starts to go from gear 2 onwards, things starts to get messy. And guess what? After a week or two you begin working, suddenly out of nowhere, workplace idiots suddenly appear and makes you miserable. If your workplace are heavenly like workplace in which you are blessed with good co-workers who supports you in work-related matters, at least be grateful for that, as those workplaces are hard to find. I do not have the facts and figures for this, but I assume that most of the workplaces are shits. So, exactly how a motivated and good workplace to work ruined by the workplace idiots? First, idiocracy at its best. As straight to the point as it sounds, it means that those workplace idiots are naturally stupid, ignorant, or idiotic. The repetitive elaboration sounds exactly how misery it is if you come across one of those workplace idiots. Even more if they outnumber you. With that natural gift in mind, they come to the workplace and they saw a genuine people like you who are eager to learn, committed to your work. They will find a way to stop you from gaining something. So exactly how they will do that? They can be rude to you without reasons. Imagine this: you are working as usual, things that you do are perfectly fine, did not make things bad to the workplace, your boss did not say anything, the customers not complaining, and the business does not making any losses. Suddenly your co-worker raising her voice high and mad at you with silly reasons. No matter what the reasons given, you find it like, what? If there are reasons at all for being rude to you, maybe, just maybe, you can take into account on it and consider that it is really your fault, that you do without noticing it. Okay, that's fine. But with workplace idiots, usually it happens without reasons. If got reasons given, you may find it silly, which can be conveyed in a proper manner. If no reasons at all for being rude, then it is just a mere accusation done towards you. With workplace idiots, they can be rude to you in any possible way they could find. No matter how good you are, they will find a way to get you. They can be mad at you for being nice to your customers. They can be mad at you for bringing in profits to the business because you had done well by taking care of your customers. They can be mad at you for being good towards your bosses and other workers. Yes. Once they put invisible mark on your head, that's it. You are doomed. Those psycho predators will find ways to harm you, if not harming you physically, at minimum by harming you psychologically. to the point you give up. You may wonder why you have been targeted by those workplace idiots. You have done your best to please everyone at work by committing to your work and at the same time showing good attitude at work. But still, there are those workplace idiots who just annoyed with you. The annoyed feeling comes from themselves at the first place, in which your goodness, however, upsets them because those workplace idiots are insecure. You just do not underestimate the power or intensity of insecurity suffers by those workplace idiots. It eats them deep down inside. Seeing others who are better makes them irritated. Better persons makes them question their credibility, makes them question their personal qualities, especially to the point where better persons stole their spotlights amongst others in the workplace. It is an uncontrolled sense of jealousy, which the longer the better person stays, the sooner those workplace idiots fail miserably at work. Instead of controlling their emotions, a little bit of jealousy is normal. We all have one. While those office idiots can choose much more positive approach by committed to overcome their weakness, by learning and improvise, those workplace idiots, however, often choose to harming you, the better person at that point in time, as they thought that it is quicker to just harm you away. The quicker you give up for those workplace idiots, the better. At first, those workplace idiots mark you, invisible mark you as their unfortunate target. First, they will try to make you follow them on whatever things they told you to do. Then you was like, well, there is no harm of following instructions, right? Especially when on the outside, workplace idiot seems like it is all about work, nothing personal, standard practice at the workplace. If the instructions you follow is genuinely work, standard practice, sooner or later, still it will upset those workplace idiots, because seeing you good and happy somehow kills them. If the instructions you follow is not genuine, that means that the instructions given in which they make it compulsory for you to follow is just purposely to sabotage you, to see you fail. You fall into the trap, bam, that's it. It is one of workplace idiots' initial victory over you. So, what does doing wrong instructions will do to you? First, you much admired credibility by workplace idiots will tarnish. You will find it hard to gain the trust and respect that you had previously enjoyed. When you are no longer credible or less credible, those workplace idiots can do more harm towards you by spreading hatred amongst other workers to hate you. Making up stories is just a child's play for workplace idiots. They just have to add on stories on top of the mistakes that you do to make you look worse than it actually is. The aim is to sully your reputation, put pressures to demotivate you, and hopefully you will resign from the workplace with these silly reasons, so that those workplace idiots can shine again as before you were there. You may think that when you just give in and resign, you start again somewhere, and the workplace you had left will be better as the workplace idiots' demands are met. You are probably wrong. Most probably, those vicious cycles continues. There will always be new victims for workplace idiots to harm. Workplace idiots would not be a workplace idiots if they are right all this while, right? So there will be always somebody they envy that outperform them. The unfortunate who did not realize he or she stole, you got what I mean, right? Stole the workplace idiots. Lights eventually will be harmed again and again. The vicious cycle continues. So, what will you do if you happens to be the victims of those psychopaths? First, you may give them the benefits of the doubt. It might be some truth behind it. Your aim is to solve the matters arising for the benefits of everyone, including you. Not just you manage to solve the issues, you learn from it. Things that you should or should not do. After some time, you have been trying to keep up with workplace idiot bullies. Depends on the level of resilience or stress threshold that you have. Do not be too quick to give in and resign. Always tell yourself that your aim is to put food on the table for your family and care for the business, not for workplace idiots. However, if it is too much on you, don't feel bad for resign and move elsewhere. Be a job hoppers if you have to, till you find a workplace that even it is not perfect and never will, but appreciates you for the commitment and positive vibes that you convey. Start fresh in new place and never again burden yourself by remembering workplace idiots that being intolerant towards you just because you want to work and to make ends meet for your family. Be good. I hope you be a good person. Maintain to be a good person. Be positive. Our world needs more people like you. Cheers.